Alright. Yo.
Good day.
On, man. What's goody?
Mora. I'm in the big boy seat.
No.
Crying out loud. There's no main seat. It just happens to be in the middle. That's it. We are three, okay?
But you're looking at me tonight. Yeah.
Bruh.
Alright, bro. We here. Whatever podcast. You guys know this thing.
I'm still editing. I'm still watching.
Obviously watching. Come on.
Still present.
We here with she thinks it's unfair men don't prefer fat women. So it's unfair that niggas don't like fat women.
So yeah, you don't like tall gents, but when you pull out a scale and you weigh more than an elephant, you can't say anything.
What's wrong?
It's wrong.
Do you think it's like superficial or shallow or wrong or any sort of way for a guy?
I just think that it was a little like unfair.
No.
Like,
Forget the chat. I'm asking you a question related to the chat. But do you think it's wrong for a guy to not want to date she could, let's say she's a fantastic woman. Would you object to a guy not wanting to date a woman who's overweight?
I would think.
You can answer the question. Go ahead.
I wouldn't think it's fair.
Say it with your chest. What?
I wouldn't think it's fair.
You wouldn't think it's fair.
But where in dating does fairness exist? Where in
Just
attraction
because
does fairness?
Overweight, but like, what if she was like, what you guys were talking about, like a virgin and like all these other things, but she's just overweight.
The number one factor.
I feel like that could be changed though. Like that, you could work on that.
Yeah, you can. But the number one factor in attraction as men.
What if she has like a health condition? What if she has like thyroid problems or something like that? And she just like
that
doesn't. So it does bother you then?
That doesn't. But look, let me.
But a lot of that could be true. What she's saying, maybe it's a health thing. But a lot of like large people have a bit of a couch lock disorder. So sometimes it's not the problem is not the person's physical appearance. It's the mentality that caused that thing and why they're still like that. It's how they think every day. That's the flaw.
Yeah.
Because it's deeper than just saying, she's big. I don't want. She could be very lazy. She could be very entitled.
They just see, she's fat. We don't want her because she's fat. No, there's other things involved.
A lot, bro.
There's other things involved.
Yeah.
Change the visceral response we have to seeing a woman. When we see a woman and a woman is attractive, subconsciously we have a response. We release serotonin, norepinephrine. These are responses that we have to seeing women who are attractive. If we don't get that response, and it's because she's overweight, we don't get that response.
I agree, and I'm not saying, don't put your health and make it like a priority. But I was just saying, like, I just didn't think that that's fair that, like...
I just don't understand how a preference is unfair.
Yeah, it's a preference, like...
Does anyone
that's what
here...
I was saying.
Before I have anybody else come in, does anybody agree with her?
Damn.
Agree?
No.
Do you agree?
Damn.
So whatever podcasts, in the very instance where they had level-headed individuals on the podcast. There's rational thinking people on this podcast today.
Yeah.
From what we've seen, nothing up until this point.
It's the first time actually seeing it like this.
If I was obese, that makes me unmarried or unmarriageable. Like unwifeable, I'm not high value just because I'm overweight.
No, what we're saying is that men have a preference for slimmer bodies, especially it can be context specific because weight is the one factor that is variable cross culturally depending on where you are. So if you go somewhere where food is scarce, women who are heavier would probably be more desirable because it speaks to them being healthier. But where food is abundant, you would like smaller women. So in the West, food is abundant. We're overweight. Women are overweight. So that means they're consuming too much and not doing enough exercise. But what we're saying, and what I'm saying is, I just wanted to ask, if your boyfriend was to cheat on you with a fat woman, how would that make you feel?
Ooh! Hey, bro, wait. What?
Damn, man.
Frank Ocean is in the kitchen, bro.
He's in the kitchen.
What's going on?
One way.
Bro,
Damn, bro. He spoke some facts, bro.
He
I'm not
spoke some
gonna lie.
facts, bro.
My feelings.
That don't hurt your feelings.
Bro, hurt your feet.
Like, not even just the cheating itself, but the fact that it's a fat woman.
Exactly.
Just in general that I got cheated on.
But wait. because women engage in intersexual competition too. So one of the things women will shame other women for is being fat. So that's why I said that women call each other whores. They talk about how old they are, and they talk about being fat. So you know that being fat is not inherently desirable to men. You would feel more offended if your guy cheated on you with a fat woman because you'd be like, really? Like, the bitch is fat.
No, and I meant and like, be mean to bigger women or like bully them because that's just not in me. I'm not.
What?
I like think all women are beautiful.
Bro, is she even listening?
Please go and watch our prior video to why all women secretly hate each other, and come back to this, and then think about this video, because all the women, she sees all women in this, all equal bodies, what, it's all beautiful. Yeah, let a fat your husband.
Let's see.
Then we'll see what happens.
Is she all beautiful and all that?
What would your reaction be? Oh, you're so beautiful. Thank you for my husband.
Nah. No, you be pissed.
And it's gonna hurt because the slimmer woman knows that, there are days where she sacrifices the biscuit, she doesn't eat the biscuit, she eats the carrot, she doesn't have the cake, she has an apple, she keeps the doctor away. And then now you just go out and you with someone who doesn't care, just eat McDonald's and In-N-Outs every day. It's gonna hurt you. It's gonna sting.
Like, you now taking care of yourself for your man. Now your man goes and cheats on you with a hippo. What are you gonna do?
Beautiful.
Yeah, in their own way. Yes, everyone.
But are all men desirable?
Are you physically
to somebody? Yes.
No, but
everybody is for somebody. I believe that.
My question that I asked you was, do you object to a guy?
So then, if she's saying everyone has someone for them, why is she saying it's unfair when someone says no, I don't prefer a larger woman?
She's contradicting everything she's saying.
Because there are gents who are fine with larger women, perfectly fine, like they go for them.
That's their type.
That's their type.
These are gents that are in shape. They have they go to the gym all the time. They just want someone bigger. And that's a fetish. At the end of the day, it's what they like.
It's what they like. It's just she's being hypocritical.
She's being very hypocritical. Yeah.
Wanting to date a woman because she's overweight, and you said yes, you would object to that. You think it would be unfair to judge a woman based on her weight. However, you wouldn't just date anybody, would you?
No.
I'm sure. Do you have criteria and standards and preferences? Are some of those physical preferences?
That's what he thinks, though.
No, but you would object. You said you'd object to it. You think it'd be unfair.
Yeah, but that's his own opinion. That's what he wants.
How tall are you?
I'm 5'7".
Would you date a guy who's shorter than you?
No, but I have.
So yes.
So that's unfair.
Yes.
That's unfair that you and I would also point out, height is totally out of a guy's control. You can't control your height as a woman or a man. You can control your weight. So I would actually argue it's much more unfair to judge a man by his height than to judge a woman by her weight. However,
and I don't know how that became such a normal thing, bro. How did like people keep getting away with it, like judging someone by something they can't do nothing about, and then you turn around and you get touched when we say, hey, go for a jog or something because your arms are flapping, bro.
Eat a salad or something. Your arms are now looking like thighs. It's not.
Bro, I'm actually probably saving your life, in all honesty, and then
it becomes a hate crime.
Yeah, and you telling me that I'm too short, you're just gonna make me insecure and I can't do nothing about it, bro. I can't do nothing. Let's all just agree, ladies. Men wanting certain weights is preference. You wanting certain heights is preference. That's it. Let's not make it anything that is not. Because that's the flop there. You're trying to make it something that is not.
If you don't want that guy to be fat phobic, then don't go for him, bro.
Simple.
Why are you going for him, bro?
It's totally cool. Women will actually insult short men. They'll use it as an attack. They'll make TikTok videos saying you must be this tall to date me, blah, blah, blah.
Imagine.
But if a man were to say, I wouldn't date a overweight woman.
There are men though that prefer that though.
Yes, there are. I would say most don't though. And I'd say the men that prefer overweight women, they do it out of necessity because frankly they aren't capable of securing a partner who is more trim.
Are you calling?
Hey man, you said it. I don't say it.
I didn't realize we had Luka Doncic and Kyrie Irving here. What? These boys are cooking, bro.
They are finishing these ladies.
These boys are cooking.
His army's getting cooked.
Hitting threes and everything. You said it, I didn't say it. But
no look threes, like they shoot it and walk away before it's gone in. And that's true about a lot of people who prefer the bigger woman is because, listen, it's easier to get them. Because even the bigger women, sometimes they're at a stage where they're desperate. They've tried with like all the Prince Charmings that they thought were their types, and come to find out they're not their type's type. Now they get desperate, and then any Joe who comes knocking gets. There are gents who even understand that if you are desperate, just go for a you'll get.
And so I'm gonna bounce off what you said there, of these women, they think they're all that until they really see that I'm not all that. Like your ego is so like it's here, but you should be here. You get me? Like you putting yourself on a high pedestal when you should be down here. Now you're going for Prince Charming, who doesn't want you, bro. Like he doesn't want you at all. You want slim girls. You want slim or fit girls. Now you are fat, thinking you're all that. You see, like where the problem is at, bro.
Calling them insecure, but like the reality is, a lot of men date necessitously. Is that even a word?
Nope.
Necessitously? I don't know if that's a fucking word.
You might have
I made that one up. They date out of like most men have very few options. So I think the saying goes, I haven't used this one in a while. Women date who they want. Women sleep with who they want. Women sleep with who they want. Men sleep with who they can.
Yes.
True.
So if that's your only options, look, there's some men with fetishes. That's fine. Those are outliers. The majority of men probably prefer women with a healthy BMI and who are not overweight and obese. Let me ask, do you have a height minimum when it comes to who you date?
Not a minimum, but like I would prefer somebody that's at least like my height, 5'7" and above. Which I don't think is that.
No, that's cap. There was a time. I shouldn't be saying this, but there was a time when I found someone my height. You know what they said to me? Oh, your height. I'm like, bro, we're looking at each other square here. Yeah, but when I wear heels. That's what they always say. They bring up heels, bro. Yeah, so there's no such thing as, if it's my height, it's fine. Cap.
All of a sudden, when you are wearing heels, the one day in the year you're wearing heels with your boyfriend, that's going to impact the whole fucking relationship.
Thing, dude.
You clearly didn't want him, right?
Just say no. Don't piss on those parade. Just say and move on.
You clearly don't
we
want
can
that.
take it. Honestly, we can take it.
Literally, bro.
Just say no. Because it's not hard to say no.
Yeah, at the end of the day, in this world, there are more women than men. So we can take it. Trust me. And already, like, more than maybe like 60% of gents are useless. Like, they're not doing anything. They're weak. They're lonely. So it's fine, bro. We're fine with rejection.
And we're used to being told "kak" for most of our lives. So it's not.
Let's just move on to the next, bro.
Well, okay.
Cool.
How tall was your last boyfriend?
We were the same height, 5'7".
Same height?
Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe he would have been 5'8".
Right. So the reality is most women would probably prefer to date a guy who's taller than them. Nobody bats an eye at that. But when a guy says, I don't want to date a woman who's overweight, oh my God, fat shaming, insecure, blah, blah, blah.
I didn't say he was insecure.
You said you object to a man not wanting to date a woman who's overweight. Go ahead.
And I think it goes both ways too, because when you are looking at a potential partner that is overweight, you got to think about when I have kids, A, it might be harder for them to have kids. B, they could develop heart issues like heart's disease, not to mention they have a shorter overall lifespan. Yeah. So knowing that you're going to be getting into a relationship and that person might and probably is most likely going to die before you, and you're going to be alone with the kids, why would you enter into a relationship knowing that those might be the terms and costs because of weight?
Okay, if that's the argument, then the guy needs to be literally in the gym every day. He needs to be on top of his health also for him to be able
what
to
are you
say
even
that. And then
talking
I'll be like,
about?
okay, that's valid because you take care of your health and you make that a priority. Then I'll respect that. But like just being like a big heavy set man and being like, oh, I'm not gonna date somebody that's big. Like what? Like you have a lot of nerve.
I mean,
What? Bro, girls be 5'4". Talking about they want someone 6'5". Do you get the logic here?
It's so like
You are allowed to have preference being a flippin' dwarf, but oh come on, bro.
But I can't have preference.
I can't have preference because I'm a bit big.
Damn.
So what she expects, if you want a fit lady, you must be an athlete as well, or you must be not even athlete. Like you just want someone that's fit, so you must be an athlete if you want someone that's just fit.
This is why we're saying she's contradicting herself, bro. How are you
She's
saying?
just yapping at this point.
She's trying to make an argument that's not there.
That's not there.
There's no argument.
How do you say for guys it's what is this? It's unfair, but then when a girl does it, it's fine.
It's fine.
It's okay. Yes.
you make a fair point. However, I would argue that a lot of women desire traits in men that they themselves do not possess. For example, a lot of women want a guy who's funny. Are they funny themselves? A lot of women want a guy who's tall. Are they funny themselves? A lot of women want a guy who's charismatic. Oh, did I miss that?
Yeah, you said funny. Yeah, you said funny.
Oh, sorry. Okay. A lot of girls want a guy who's super confident and has charisma, yet they're not charismatic or confident themselves. A lot of women want a guy who's rich. They're not rich themselves. So both men and women desire traits in a partner that they themselves do not necessarily possess. Now, I do think when it comes to if you're a fat dude, women can also choose to not date an overweight dude. That's totally fine. That's totally valid. So, yeah.
Oh, can I say something?
Oh, yeah, of course.
I just, I often hear women say things like it's not fair. And I always say dating is not fair. Attraction is not fair. Men and women are sexually dimorphic. We have different mating strategies. We've evolved different sexual selection strategies. And it's for the betterment of us pushing along our lineage. That's it. It's just about what is most sustainable, what is most attractive to us that will allow us to have kids and their kids to have kids and their kids to have kids.
So you want your kids to look good,
dating is competition.
You don't want your kids to have that
competition
predisposed
and you said
overweight gene.
You
start eating and you don't stop, now your kids are like 100 kilo. Aye.
Metabolism is non-existent. They just eat.
Gain.
That's it, bro.
And they don't lose anything.
They don't use nothing.
You think there's somebody for everybody. I mean, clearly that's not true. That's not the reality of how the world works. Because for one, there's
you don't
more.
Think that
no,
there's
because
somebody for everybody.
How can there be when
so many people on this planet?
How can there be when there's more women than men? That's number one. Every man is not desirable. Not even there's a woman who's going to find you attractive somewhere. No, a lot of these guys that you see in the chat and stuff like that.
They're all giga chats. All the chat's giga chats. They're all fucking 10 out of 10.
But the point is everybody's not going to find somebody for them. That is like fairy tale utopian talk. And if that was the case, the divorce rates wouldn't be as high as they are. Rejection wouldn't be as common as it is. Men on Tinder who can't get any type of swipes, matches, that wouldn't happen. So dating is just not fair. It's not fair. It's never going to be fair. And the fact that we select each other on physical qualities, physical traits, physical characteristics, it serves a purpose. It serves an evolutionary purpose. And women have to suck that up. Have to be okay with it because it's reality.
I would actually argue women are far pickier when it comes to looks than men are. Y'all are way more picky and selective when it comes to looks than men.
Well, I don't want an ugly baby.
I think
it kind of just makes sense.
No, but
it's attraction
for example,
for
if you look at, I would argue that women are far more superficial too when it comes to looks, because a lot of the things that you guys care about when it comes to looks are totally out of men's control. For example, height, 100% out of men's control. And a lot of women here be sitting here wanting a guy who's 6 feet plus. Okay, that's 15% of men. Cool. You don't want a guy who's balding, most of you, especially if you're young. That's totally out of men's control if they start balding early. And then penis size, totally out of men's control. But y'all want a guy with a big dick. Not all of you, but the guys lacking.
The way she shook her head. She was so certain.
No, not me.
Not here.
So y'all will judge men very harshly on things that are totally out of men's control. But
yeah, bro, this guy is talking facts, bro. Because when you see a girl, the first thing you look at is her face, is she not, and then her body. Then you go and find out
Girls
the
have
personality
a whole
or that.
checklist. Okay, height,
Is he tall?
this thing,
Is
that
he-
thing, this thing, that
Bruh.
thing, this thing, that thing. It's messed up.
What we see is the face first, bro.
Yeah.
Literally, that is the face. That's the attraction that we see.
the one thing that we judge women harshly on, weight, is 100% in your control. And also women judge men on that too. Because there's plenty of fit women that would not be prepared to date a guy who's obese. So let's not kid that this is a one-directional thing. Or when it comes to balding, height, and penis size, that's absolute. Men don't really discriminate. Like most men don't really care about a woman's height. So,
Yeah, like I said, we don't care. We look at your face, we look at how your body is.
Face
like,
and body.
face, that's literally it.
No, wait, I care, gents. Hey,
What about what?
like,
When you see a girl first time, you don't look at her face and her body.
no, like about the, don't talk about height.
No, we're talking
Oh.
about height. You can't be a midget and you also can't be a bloody giraffe.
That's what I was about to say.
Yeah.
That is
Because
fine.
now, if you're a midget, it's gonna look like I'm your dad or something.
Yeah.
It's gonna look
Now you
weird.
don't look like a giraffe.
Now when you're a giraffe, I'm gonna feel
Like,
uncomfortable.
like you like a little toy, dude.
Bro,
Nah, no.
now when I wanna kiss, I'm on my toes.
You have to go like, go up.
No,
Yo.